For far too long have the Greyjoys roamed freely across Lannister land, pillaging and taking what they want. However, this threat will be taken care of once and for all. The Mountain has been dispatched by Tywin Lannister to take care of this ravaging horde and send them back to their dirty islands. Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more of the Seven Kingdoms mod for Total War Atilla. And as I said, I haven't played this mod in a long time, but my god, is it absolutely beautiful. I sometimes forget, because whenever I load up the mod, I just kind of crawl into a ball and cry myself to sleep, because it just gives me PTSD about Season 8, but I mean, my god, these models look absolutely spectacular. Probably some of, if not the best models in any Total War mod out there. Like, they literally could be professional level. They look absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's been far too long since I last played this mod. Obviously, the modder himself has moved on to a different project, so the mod is no longer getting updated. But there is, it doesn't need to get updated. There are plenty of amazing units. There are like hundreds of units in this mod, which you can mess around with, and loads of different houses which you can have some good fun with. Just in our battle with the Lannisters, we've got the Lannisters and we've got House Brax. Over on the Greyjoy side, they've got House Harclaw and obviously House Greyjoy as well, and each of them have their own unique style, units and stuff. The mod's absolutely amazing. I'll be sure to link it down below in the description for you. But in today's battle, we have an interesting engagement. We have a battle against the Greyjoys. They are pillaging and ravaging the rich lands of the Lannisters, trying to take care of their stores. Obviously, it's winter time, so the storehouses would be filled. So that's why the Greyjoys are coming in, and they've got a very superior force. Their axemen are devastating. The quality of their infantry are super scary. You can see some of House Harclaw right there. As the artillery comes ranging in from House Lannister. Beautiful stuff. And House Lannister, true to their name, have set up a pretty interesting formation. Let me just move this cavalry out of the way as well. We don't want the Lannister cavalry getting stuck up. They've basically sent House Brax to be the front line to tire up the superior Greyjoy force, really trying to exhaust them. And then as they break through House Brax, which they will do, they will then find themselves running up a hill, already tired, against the superior Lannister force up on the hill. Well, not exactly superior, but after they've dealt with House Brax, they should be pretty well off. So, yeah, House Brax are basically like the sacrificial lamb, which I feel like is very House Lannister. And, that's what we're here to see, is the awesome faction. But yeah, as you can see, even House Brax, a pretty minor faction. I think mentioned once or twice in the series, obviously mentioned in the books a lot more. But as you can see, they are just set up. Look at their armor and stuff. It just looks really spectacular. Such an amazing mod, it really is. And it was all done, there was one or two guys doing the models, mainly Vic Mang, who was heavily working on the models, and then a couple balance testers and stuff like this. I believe this was actually ended up, the latest version was balanced by the main mod lead on Rise of Mordor as well, which again is always a very cool thing indeed. But yeah, still, I can always just, always praise this mod massively. But yeah, as I said, that's kind of the scenario we're in. The Greyjoys have been pillaging, and now they're up against it, trying to fight. They've got, obviously, a much superior force. They outnumber the Lannisters by about 1,000 men, and obviously, they have the quality as well. I think I spent around about 15,000 gold more for the Greyjoys than I did the other guys. So we've got some archers up on the hill now who are going to be firing down on that approaching force. Again, there's obviously going to be that woodland area, which is going to heavily protect them from the incoming missile fire, but the Lannister archers will be moving in. And need to be kind of careful with their ammunition, because I don't want to waste all their shots this early on, but they will be helping out pretty heavily, at pushing the enemy back. And as well as that, I've also set up these traps as well up the hill, so as they break through House Brax, which again they will do, they're then going to have to run through these rough stones, these traps I've laid down. So, this is very much a battle fought out by Tywin Lannister. It's being, implemented by Gregor Clegane, the Mountain, which, might not be as successful. But I think for the most part, they will be doing a pretty good job at, at holding this one. We've also got a pretty cool, Pike Billman box right here. And now you can actually see some of the Greyjoy troops coming into view now as well. It's absolutely spectacular stuff going on. And the AI is even starting to envelop House Brax as well by moving more Greyjoys around the side. I mean, they should just tear through them, honestly. I can't imagine they're going to be able to withstand them for too long. But that's not their job. Their job is just to tire out the enemy for our future assaults. And I assume this artillery is basically useless now. So I guess, guys, just get off your positions and charge in. Also going to hold the arrows now for now. We don't want to waste them all this early on for sure. Oh, my cavalry's getting hit as well. That's not good. Let's even just bring my archers back now. Or at least just keep them for a little bit. God damn it, my cavalry have been caught. Let's bring them back. Let's bring them back. And let's just go down the battle line, see how House Brax can go. We'll slow up the camera a little bit. And we'll see how House Brax can do. So the Greyjoys have a range of infantry from normal axe and shield to these great axes, which we're seeing really tear through the front line of House Brax. We've also got a... oh, look at these animations as well. I'm pretty sure they are also using maybe the Rise to Glory mod, which adds in a ton more animations. Really nice stuff. Yeah, but as I was saying, they've got a ton of, like, you know, basic axemen. They've got these elite swords right here. Who are doing a very good job. I mean, so far, though, I'm pretty impressed with the performance. Oh, yeah, as well as that, if you don't know as well, in the Seven Kingdoms mod, they do also have custom models for... I think around about 30 characters in the mod itself. So I don't know if we can find him. There he is. Yeah, there he is. The sassy pirate, Euron Greyjoy. Obviously, I would not call him a sassy pirate when it came to the books. In the books, oh my god, I wouldn't see myself anywhere near Euron Greyjoy if I could help it, because that would never be a good situation for me to be in. But movie sassy pirate, TV show sassy pirate Euron Greyjoy for sure. And oh my god, they are getting absolutely massacred right now. How is my defense holding this well? Really impressive stuff. And I'm getting pretty broken up. Maybe it's because I just need to click a little bit, but I'm super surprised how well my formation is doing against them. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm mainly winning a lot of the weaker units. Numbers-wise, though, yeah, we're looking pretty decent right now. Pretty decent indeed. I might even have to sally down the hill of them, if I'm being completely honest. As we have the cavalry available, right? Yeah, some of our cavalry got beaten up. Oh my god, they're still chasing me. Okay, let's fall back and then let's charge them. I might even just feint a retreat now from House Brax and then force the enemy at me. I might do that in a second. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty exciting strategy to do. Like, feign a retreat against them. Send in some of the heavy knights as well. Not as impactful as I would like, but still pretty decent. We can come in here as well. Let's form a wedge as well. Can we quickly do that before going in? Move in once more. Beautiful stuff. Some soldiers even got around the flank as well. Look at that one guy getting sent flying. Brutal. Yeah, they can stay in prolonged combat. Okay, let's feign a retreat back to friendly lines. We'll tell the archers to fire, to give them covering support. So archers go back and fire at will. And then basically the whole of House Brax, I want you just to, yeah, fall back. Oh, you're going to be going over your own traps, though. I think it's fine. I think that's the Lannister way. Yeah, you're going to kind of be giving up your own traps. And you also should all break your formations as well, because you'll be getting slaughtered. I mean, they were getting pretty beaten up anyway. You guys are already broken. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty skip, like, not a great tactical maneuver, not going to lie. Because a lot of them are still in formation. But yeah, we basically just need to retreat back up. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? We're feigning a retreat. That's basically what a feigning a retreat is. We need to make it look realistic. My god, House Brax held the line. Oh my god, guys, come on. Come on, you need to run. You need to run if you can, please. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, I mean, they got massacred as soon as they broke formation, but it's fine. Oh, wow, their general died. Wow, Euron Greyjoy. He was just as impactful in this battle than he was in Season 7 and 8. How amazing. So realistic. Okay, now we get to force them onto the elite men. I think this is going to be a whitewash if you ask me. Let's bring the archers back. Because we've got, as you can see, a pretty sturdy line of Lannister spearmen, you know. These guys are not... Oh, that was beautiful. These guys are not to be messed with. So let's break the ranks down a little bit, let the soldiers through, and then we basically just got the rest of the men to come up. We could also form some formations with these spears as well. Let's do that really quickly. Because it'll look beautiful. We can't click it for some reason. There we go. Let's do it with this unit. Let's form a tight little formation. they will not be able to break this. I mean, as I said, advanced power is still very even, but their men are exhausted. The mountains trap will hopefully prevail. And, oh man, I love the gloss texture he put over these shields. He did it for most of the shields towards the end of the mod in the latest update, and it makes the shields to stand out so well, especially with the Lannister red. That's hopefully House Brack, so maybe even my cavalry, which are going to be hurting. Let's again hold the Archer fire. I don't want to waste them. Oh yeah, also let's take a look at Grigor Clegane as well. It's been a little while since I last saw the mountain. Where is he? I mean, he should be pretty easy to see. It's obviously, yeah, there he is. What an absolute beast. And I mean, look at that 3D model, man. Very, very talented stuff. I'm not sure if he is actually taller than everyone else. I don't think you can make them taller unless you make the entire unit. Oh, look at that as well. One House Brack's pike unit is still standing. Completely surrounded. Look at them hold the line. There is no escape. Should I get him out of his formation? I'm going to do it. Out of square formation. You guys go. We're going to get absolutely slaughtered now. Hashtag no regrets. I'm going to tell them to attack as well. Just really see them go in. Rest of the brethren are up there on the hill. Some of the men are actually already routed. I mean, they must be exhausted, right? Yeah, there you go. They literally break almost instantly as soon as I bring them out of that formation. We've got some enemy coming around here. We can probably move down the hill to try and engage them as we have fallen back. Cavalry is still fighting. How is the front line doing? There just doesn't seem like there is enough. We'll also break this as well, because it seems like there's a lot of enemies there. Just doesn't seem like there are really that many Greyjoys left. I mean, look at that as well. Oh, beautiful stuff. Love the Greyjoy formations. Love the Lannister red as well. And if you guys have any cool ideas for scenarios I could do let me know in the comments down below. Always open to hear what you guys think. And obviously, if you want to see more battles like this as well, I feel like I need to give the AI maybe a few more resources, maybe upgrade their men a little when I do a battle like this. As I said, I gave them like 15 more K to spend in the custom battles. But I guess maybe it just wasn't still enough, because I think this is going to be a bit of a whitewash. So I think maybe I need to give him a little bit more. Look at this one Lannister Spearman as well going ham. Pullo, back in formation. That's what we need right there. We need Pullo to get his ass back in formation. Well, I wish you good luck, Pullo. I wish you the best luck. As more and more Greyjoys come pouring into the battle. They really do. And this is one of the reasons I love Attila as well. Is because like we got like an 11,000 man battle. And like there is no performance issues whatsoever. The game is running perfectly. You can actually see I've actually got it on because I'm window capturing by mistake. In the top right hand corner you can see my FPS. If you squint really closely and zoom in. Yeah, I'm chilling around 36 FPS with 10,000 men. And recording at 1440p, playing at 1440p, like, I can't complain about that. Oh god, they've actually broken my formation a bit here though. Let's get some swordsmen set up and we'll get a nice little charge in with these swordsmen. Into position, prepare to charge! Let's send these swordsmen. Oh, this is an awful angle to charge the enemy position. I cannot see what the hell I'm doing, but the swords will go in. And basically help some of our pike formations that we have got set up here. I feel like these guys are really OP, so I'm going to break them out of formation. Because they just seem like they do not break in that square formation at all. I mean, still, they might be able to just break our formation a little bit. How's our cavalry doing? Our cavalry did end up winning that. Obviously, Heavy Knights being king. Let's turn some men here as well. So let's get a line there. Get a line like that. And we'll probably frenzy charge and go into them. Because these are our axemen as well, which will do a pretty nice job. So this frenzy charge. They'll get tired, but the men they're fighting are already exhausted. So now let's move them. Not seeing many casualties on that charge. I was expecting maybe a few more kills, but that's fine. We'll do the same over here. We'll help out the remnants of House Brax as well. Again, we'll stick on frenzy. Or it's not even... Yeah, it is frenzy charge. We should get a massive bonus to their charge speed and stuff, especially in the flank as well. as they're fighting some of the halberd. Are these halberds or these just yeah, these must be the billmen, right? Yeah, halberdiers. We're sending the axemen into the side. And they should be able to help out quite nicely, especially House Brax up there as well, defending the line. And maybe we'll even have to dismount Gregor Clegane and send him in if anyone needs it, you know. And I mean, we do have a handful of House Brax men. Let's send the remnants over to this left-hand side, and we'll bring them in. We'll start letting the archers fire as well now, because the battle is, you know, not heavily in our favour. The enemy have put up a very good fight. So we'll let the archers start to volley off. And can we tell them to do fire arrows as well? We can. It'll obviously look very, very, very cool in the snow. So definitely wanna do that. And as soon as our knights have cleaned up the enemy on the left-hand side, we will for sure bring round them and try and get a nice little flanking charge. Wait, have we just already cleared out the centre just with a couple fire arrows? No, they're just falling back. Probably because everyone's taking fire. Maybe they're even trying to fall back into the trees. Oh, wow. Our cavalry actually broke over on this right-hand side. That's not good. Yeah, I mean, okay, they actually did slaughter our horses, which is, I guess, pretty understandable. Just a prolonged engagement with heavy infantry. Obviously never going to go too well whatsoever. Unit of cavalry. We'll send them in. And also I did leave them into wedge formation as well, which does give them a... it doesn't actually affect them too much. Being a wedge formation is way better. It does give a melee attack. A little bit of a charge. They were in shield wall though, which was expected. Let's get House Brax back in. We've got these guys fighting hard there. Spearmen. We could try and maybe bring some more of our swords who are going to be needed in the center. We can maybe try and bring them elsewhere. We've got House Brax going to the right-hand side. There's a lot of spikes I'm kind of careful of. The Lannisters have set up, you know, defensive fortifications, you know, protecting their flanks from any cavalry. Not that the Greyjoys had much. But, you know, better be safe than sorry. Well, you have some units from House Brax who are going to come around and help out. And yeah, as I said, I was expecting kind of a clean victory here. But the Greyjoy, like, as the Greyjoy heavier infantry do get involved, then things do become a little bit scarier. That is for sure. And Gregor might have to at least try and do something to steady the ship. Let's keep on firing back here. And I mean, the enemy are kind of low on morale, so I think that's how we're going to do it, is we are going to end up breaking the Greyjoys more than anything else. Let's get a nice charge here from House Brax into the side of the formation. Bloody business. You can see a lot of bodies much more clearly in the snow. And just the dense fighting. One line and another. I mean, that looks beautiful. It really does. That's not good. Some of my men are breaking. Hopefully it's not in my front line. I mean, I highly doubt it will be my more elite Lannister shields, right? They'll stand very effectively to the last man. And my swords are pushing forward. Oh, what the hell? If Pillow ever made it out? Probably not, right? He's probably long gone. Okay, is Gregor going to have to come in and, you know, crack some skulls? I think he might. Where is he now? He's still over here. I guess we could push him around the right flank. Yeah, let's send Gregor. I wish I would have kept my other cavalry alive, but that would have been invaluable right now. But we are starting to break here. We actually just broke that right flank. I should see the battle pretty much won. Yeah, loads of the Greyjoy. They're just exhausted now. Fighting uphill. Fighting, you know, first off the Brax infantry, which they took a pounding from a lot of their lighter units. Did get swamped away. Now let's move Gregor along. Obviously, we want to avoid any of these traps we've already laid. But, you know, he did lay them himself, so I'm sure he'll be fine. And this is obviously pre-zombie Gregor, so he's an angry boy, but he's a warrior through and through. Oh, these are household guard, but I doubt we're going to break them. Yeah, that was probably a pretty bad charge. Just get out of there now. Way more men coming in now. Let's reform up who we're shooting as well. And get some more of these swords in here. Gregor did take a few casualties there. Need to be careful. I'd love to hit this unit right here, because it's quite almost breaking, but I don't want to risk losing Gregor to a silly charge. Let's just bring him back now. We're already enveloping them. The strategy has worked. And we have the enemy on the ropes, that is for sure. We didn't even tell a few of these are actually household swords we have up here, so we want to sell. Oh, actually spears still. It's just I saw a few swords in there. The archers are coming to the end of their quivers. Not many more volleys left, unfortunately. But still, every volley does count. Every arrow does find its mark. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of their men are just, again, continuing to break. This entire section has almost gone. And now army attrition should really start to play a big role in breaking what remains of the enemy forces. Let's even just fire arrow over here. Got a couple more House Brax infantrymen as well. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, Band's power is very much in our favour now. There's barely anyone still left. We've broken that entire right flank now. Battle has been lost, I think. Almost certainly. Let's see if we can sneak our way in here. We'll form a wedge formation, which might help a little bit. Because I really want to recharge this unit. Because they may all be gone almost immediately. Luckily, Gregor will probably take the head. Yeah, the head of the arrow formation. So he'll avoid them spikes. Uphill cavalry charge, not the most effective, but hopefully enough to break them. As you can see, the cowards, the Greyjoy cowards, broken and retreating. And hopefully he can now wrap around and, yeah, take out the rest of the enemy. Also, I'll take... Oh, there isn't even a guard mode on this game either, right? It's Attila. For a second, I was like, oh, yeah, we'll just turn off guard mode as well so everyone chases, but there isn't a guard mode to turn off, so nothing to worry about there. Keep on the envelopment, keep on the arrow fire on there. Wounded soldiers, and yeah, GG, I think, all rounders. Gregor is still fighting hard in there. Let's keep him in there, why not? We've got an infantry unit here. A couple more moving in. You guys continue your assault on the remnants of this brave unit of Household God. Yeah, I mean, that's basically all that's going to still be alive at this point. Is the Household Guard trying to hold their line for as long as possible. Unfortunately, though, their days are numbered, and with no clear retreat path as well, I fear that they won't make it. They won't last the night. Yeah, there you go. And then bin army attrition cocks in, and it's over. GG. The Lannisters' plan did work. They took casualties, but nothing too serious. The House Brax took the brunt of the assault. Obviously, that was always the Lannister plan. And they were pretty lucky in that, only losing 2,000 men. Over 2,000 of the Greyjoys, though, did survive. And I think next time, though, I'll have to give myself a bit of a harder challenge. Because I didn't really have to micro much there. But we did have a plan to begin with. Maybe next time we can do a huge contingent of Vale Cavalry, which could be really, really fun. And we'll see how that does turn out. It would be really, really cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Both them ways are an amazing way to support the channel if you can, obviously. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And fish out.